Planet Dolan.
From a friend's unusual midnight snack to a father's risque pictures, the Planet Dolan crew reenacts some of the best true stories from our subreddit about the weirdest secrets we found out by accident. I'm hellbent, and I told my teacher that nobody had ever forced me to read anything, yet here I am. Number 10 was submitted by a grim fate. In high school, Melissa had a crazy friend. During a sleepover, her ex-boyfriend, who was now dating her friend, came over. Annoyed, Melissa left the room and went to the kitchen to get some cocoa. While getting her cocoa, her friend's mother came in and asked where her daughter was. Melissa answered,
"Oh, she's upstairs with her boyfriend."
Her mom replied, "You mean her cousin?" Confused, Melissa said,
"No, boyfriend. Trust me, he's my ex."
Then her mother shouted, "My daughter is dating her cousin who's your ex? Oh my God, I have to call everyone!" Before running away.
My ex and my friend are literally kissing cousins. At least I was the one who dumped him.
Melissa told herself. Just then, she began to hear noises coming from her friend's bedroom.
I'm gonna need more cocoa,
she muttered. For the rest of the night, Melissa just watched TV while trying to ignore them. Number 9 was submitted by Copios. When he was in the 4th grade, Spinal Palm and his friend were playing table tennis in a place that his dad rented. Under the carpet, Spinal Palm found a hatch with no lock on it. Even though it was dark, Spinal Palm and his friend decided to check it out. Using a flashlight to see in the dark, being the geniuses that they are, they saw that there were weird skins hanging on stone walls. Then they went through a door which took them to a small hallway where they saw a strange machine that looked like it could be used to torture someone. That was when Shaggy and Spinal Palm and his friend wanted to leave, but then they saw another room which had 4 horse heads hanging on the walls, along with black and white pictures of horse racing. They left the secret area, closing the hatch and covering it back up with a carpet. Spinal Palm and his friends never spoke of it again. Except in this story right now. Oh no! This isn't supposed to be here! Delete it! Number 8 was submitted by Lord Tron 13. Gergak and his dad were staying at a friend's house one time. He had a son who didn't talk very much, but him and Gergak still got along. The adults went out to get dinner one night, leaving the kids home alone. The kid told Gergak that he was going to go up to his bedroom to play Fortnite and to stay out of his room. 5 minutes later, Gergak heard music blasting from the kid's room, so he went upstairs and looked through the keyhole. The kid was butt naked and doing a Fortnite dance with his ass jiggling. Upon seeing it, Gergak's skin immediately turned white. Number 7 was submitted by Kitty Itty Cat Cat. Pecan had just arrived at her friend's house. Since nobody answered the door, she decided to let herself in. That was when she began to hear moaning. Curious and a bit naive, she went to check it out. She walked in on her friend, her older brother, her older sister, her cousin, and her brother's girlfriend holding a little orgy. They were slipping around, popping off, doing that orgy thing while her friend just sat there and watched. As soon as she saw Pecan, her friend said, "Oh, I've been waiting for you." Apparently it was something disgusting that they had been doing for years. Pecan's friend had also always wanted her to participate, but considering that she's watching an orgy, she'd probably do it with anybody. Number 6 was submitted by Jinmin Cakes 1000. In high school, Andy would go into the supply closet whenever she wanted to skip class. One time, she went in there and found a teacher having sex with an older student. Thankfully, they didn't see her. She walked out and told her mom, who happened to be the principal. Furious, she expelled the student and fired the teacher. Later on, the girl and the teacher ended up together and had a family. Well, that was uncomfortable to read. Number 5 was submitted by Pickle Pop 06. One time, Gooby went to a sleepover with her friends. At 3 in the morning, she woke up and had to go to the bathroom. On her way to the bathroom, Gooby heard a rustling in the kitchen. She went to investigate and saw her friend unwrapping a stick of butter. Gooby watched as her friend took a giant bite out of the stick like it was candy. After that, she lost the urge to go to the bathroom and decided to go back to sleep because she was creeped out. So she snuck back into her sleeping bag. Shortly after, her friend came back and noticed that Gooby was awake. She asked her if she saw anything, and Gooby nodded. They never brought it up again. Until now. Number 4 was submitted by Shin Kirisame. Sid went to his friend's house one day to hang out. While there, his friend and his friend's dad were going to the store and invited Sid to come, but he declined. After they left, he decided to look around. He called his friend and asked him where the drinks were. His friend told him that the drinks were in the basement behind the far left corner behind his dad's bed. Sid went downstairs and grabbed a couple of cans of soda. As he headed back upstairs, he noticed a door that was ajar. At first, he was a little worried, but curiosity got the better of him and he decided to check it out. When he opened the door, Sid saw bondage wear. Collars, whips, wax candles, beaten down wood, and other BDSM stuff. He was so shocked that he dropped his can of soda and ran upstairs. The moment he reached the top of the stairs was the moment that his friend and his friend's dad returned. His friend noticed how pale Sid was, so he asked, "Are you okay? You look scared." All Sid could say was,
"Gag, toys, whips, and lost hope."
His friend's dad overheard him and bolted out of the house. That was how Sid found out that his friend's dad was into BDSM. Number 3 was submitted by Arresto de la Cruz. When Zaragamba was in 7th grade, he wanted a phone really bad. He tried to get his parents to buy him one, but they decided to give him their old phone instead. But despite its age, Zaragamba was still thrilled to have a phone. With his freshly acquired antique, he finally felt that he could fit in with his friends. One day, he took a picture of his cat, and when he went to the photos menu to look at the picture, he saw several nude pictures of his dad. Zaragamba was mortified, and he never used that phone again. He never told his dad what he found, though he often wonders why the hell his dad took nude pictures of himself. Number 2 was submitted by Chloe Attack. Oh, I do miss Pipe Attack. Anybody else remember Pipe Attack? He's a great guy. Didn't talk much, though. Paprika and her mom were joking that she had been adopted a few years ago. She was fairly certain that she wasn't adopted since she has a twin brother. Then her dad blurted out, "Well, you had another sister, but I put her up for adoption before you were born." Paprika stopped laughing. She said,
Yeah, you're joking, right?"
Her dad said, "I'm not joking." After that, Paprika and her dad had a very long talk. Ever since she learned her dad's secret, Paprika's wanted to find her other sister. Number 1 was submitted by Queen Labyrinth. Back when Derek was in middle school, he was walking around when he saw one of his teachers on the phone with someone. Derek heard the teacher say,
"Yeah, I got the money. Just meet me at our spot at lunch."
During lunch, Derek saw a black Chevy Impala pull up. He saw his teacher pull $2,000 out of his pocket and hand it to the driver. Then the driver handed him 2 bags of weed. That's how Derek found out that one of his teachers smoked weed. How was he close enough to tell it was $2,000? How could he tell that it was actually weed? And also, what? $2,000 for that? Must have been some big bags. Let me just walk back into the public school with my 2 gigantic garbage bags full of weed. Oh, why hello there, young Derek. Ignore the bags. It's simply teacher business. Also, his teacher was gay Santa Claus. Huge thanks for the folks over on our Planet Dolan subreddit for submitting their stories for me to make fun of. Got a story of your own? What's the weirdest secret you found out by accident? Let us know on the Reddit page linked below and you might be featured in a future countdown.
Hey guys, I'm Derek, one of the writers at Planet Dolan. Check out my most recent podcast, where Danger Dolan and I have a behind-the-scenes discussion about writing the various scripts for the Planet Dolan and Super Planet Dolan videos. Click on the link below to watch it. Thanks, and enjoy the podcast.
This was Helbig. Goodbye!